On Digbeth High Street in Birmingham, there is a kilometre of brand new track that's been sitting unused for a number of years. Disconnected from the West Midlands Metro network, laid between 2021 and 2023, these tracks are now not due to be used until at least 2027. Today we're going to check out an extreme case of
Mind the gap
at the Eastside Extension.
So this is where the Eastside Extension is going to start. It's the intersection of Corporation Street and Bull Street, and a new point system has been put in so that trams can now diverge either from Corporation Street to go towards Edgbaston or Bull Street to go to the new Eastside Extension. So let's go and follow, see where that extension goes, and yeah, we'll find out what the problem is and why the new tracks in Digbeth can't be used yet. So as you can see, there's that junction up there with Bull Street and Corporation Street. So if we come down Bull Street, we'll see the new tracks. Bend round to the left down there by Albert Street. Now I believe there's going to be a new tram stop just down there, which we're going to have a look at in a minute. And then they're heading down towards, obviously, Moore Street, that side of the city. I'm hoping they're going to do something with this shopping centre at some point, because it is a monstrosity. Okay, so this is heading down Albert Street, and I think you can see in the middle of the road down here, we've got what looks like a tram stop. Let's go and investigate. So as you can see, here's the new Albert Street station. We've already got all the electronic displays up, we've got everything ready to open up. As you can see though, that the wires stop just as we get to that point over there, and then you can see it kind of heads into the HS2 development. So we're going to have a walk over there, because apparently that's where the temporary stop's going to be, and the sun's come out for us, which is lovely. Now if you look down here, you can probably see the problem. We've got all this hoarding here, and you can see the Curzon Street station in the background. There's no more work can be done on the line until HS2 works completes. So this is going to be a temporary stop down here. And as you can see, standing empty and unused at the moment. So as you can see behind me, there's some buffer stops, and this is going to be the temporary halt for the trams. Interestingly, there's only actually one tram track at this location. As you can see, look, the second track hasn't been laid, or has stopped just there, and then this temporary platform covers where the second track would normally go. We can't go any further, but as you can see, over the hoarding is the old Curzon Street station. The tracks do continue under there for a little way, but nothing further has been built from that, and that is where the gap is between here and Digbeth. So interestingly, you can see here, this is where the second tram line stops. You can see the other one continues on down here, and this tram line actually runs straight into the station. Into the tram stop, sorry. So when the Curzon Street station opens down the bottom, this obviously will be reinstated. The tram track will be relayed where this station currently is at the moment. Interesting way of doing it. One thing to note is the signalling is all up and running already. So as you can see, the plan is for the trams to run underneath like that, and then come out on the other side. Down here eventually is where the tram tracks are going to come out, and as you can see, they restart to this mothballed, abandoned section that goes round, and we'll take a walk up there in a moment, round past Digbeth coach station. But yeah, these are going to see no action until HS2 up there is built, until all the track work's been done there, because they can't do this. Crazy. So they've built all this, and we'll go look how much they've built in a moment, and none of it can be used. So this is where the tracks restart, but obviously this section now can't be used. This section runs all the way up to Digbeth High Street, but it goes past this, which is over there, sorry, which is the Digbeth coach station. That will be a real lifeline for a lot of people that are coming in to the coach station into Birmingham. I've spent many a night at Birmingham coach station when I've been travelling in the past. The new coach station is lovely, but the old coach station, apart from its cafe, which I thought sold some nice cheap food, was an absolute dive. If you've got any horror stories about the coach station, pop them in the comments below. Always a chuckle to read through them. But yeah, so this is where the tracks will resume. So hopefully in a few years, or however long it'll be, this is where they'll come to.
I must admit it's quite surreal walking along what is essentially a newly built, never used, abandoned tramway. All the signs are ready, the tracks are sitting there waiting for their first wheel to turn, but due to the missing gap through the HS2 works, it's likely to be at least 2027 before Digbeth gets to see a tram in action. Currently the Eastside Extension finishes at the top of the road here on Digbeth High Street, but the Metro Alliance already has its eyes set on a much bigger extension, meaning Digbeth High Street could only be short-lived as the eastern terminus. A planned extension initially to the football ground and then eventually all the way down to the airport is in the works. The West Midlands Metro is all go. Well, it's slowly on its way anyway. If you've enjoyed this video, please click on that like button to tell me, and then if you want to see more transport and travel related content from me, don't hesitate to also click that subscribe button. Remember, it's free. And lastly, a massive shout out to my first channel member, Paul Harper. Cheers chap. Until next time, keep exploring one route at a time.